Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Art Khan here presenting to you the top 5 fragrances. I'm going to be a guide and host to the world of perfumes. I'm going to present to you my list for summer fragrances from the best selling designer brands in the world. Please stay tuned. Before proceeding with the video, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon next to it so that whenever I upload a new video, it's going to come straight to your feed so that you never miss any content, whatever and whatsoever, whenever I upload. So proceeding, I have honorable mentions to announce, and they are from popular brands too, but they lack somewhat in projection, which is like when when you walk into a room, the sillage, that is the longevity, which is going to stay on your skin for a couple of hours, maybe minutes, depends on perfume to perfume. So whenever you enter a room, you want yourself to be noticed, right? Because you're wearing fragrances, so that you smell good and the others around you smell you and they think that, yeah, this person is the one who smells good. Honorable mentions for today are from the brand of Alfred Dunhill. This is Dunhill Desire Blue. This fragrance is aquatic, fresh, floral. It has a shower gel kind of a vibe, and I don't know, it just lacks a little bit of longevity, which means that it won't last more than 3 to 4 hours maximum. But the fragrance is too good. I would say the scent is good, but when it comes to longevity, I don't want to mislead you all into thinking and buying something else, because I want to be truthful to you so that you go ahead and make the right decision for yourself and the right choice. So this is Dunhill Desire Blue by Alfred Dunhill. The second honorable mention which I have for today is from the house of Calvin Klein, which is Eternity Air. I've just opened it. This fragrance itself is a rendition of the original masterpiece, Eternity for Men. This has a fresher take on the original, so it has ozonic notes, it has berries, it has, you would say, somewhat of floral touch. I don't think they've listed amber also, but I don't get amber from it. So it's quite sweet, floral, gives a good vibe, and I don't know, it's just a little light, as the name suggests. It's airy. Yeah, it's a good, as you can see, the spray is good. So it's good in projection, but still it doesn't make what it has to be. So I would still say that this is actually good. That's why I'm listing it in my honorable mention. But still, I would say you should wait and look at the top 5 which I have for you today. Number 5, from the house of Hermes, Terre d'Hermes. This is 100 ml, the EDP version, and this is the presentation. Comes in a box like so. That's the barcode, if you can see. Yeah, there we go. And this is made by the master perfumer Jean-Claude Helena. As you can see, not a lot of people know, but there's an H that stands for Hermes, and it's made by the master perfumer, as I said, Jean-Claude Helena. It has orange, I would say it has citrusy notes, grapefruit. This is what I get from my nose. Maybe you would perceive of it to be something else, but it has cedar, it has somewhat of patchouli, it has grapefruit. So it's good, but people of a mature age would prefer this over the ones who are young, because it doesn't appeal to a lot of people, and it's just the cap goes like this rather than you pulling it off and breaking it. So that's a heads up for you. So longevity on this would be, I would say, 8.5. On my skin it was 8.5. So it is a good scent. As you can see, I made a dent to it by wearing it a lot. I did get compliments, but it's like some people like it, some people don't, because the age which is of mine, the age group which I am in, they don't have a taste for this, I would say, because people of an older age, like so 30, 35 would wear this, 30, maybe in their 40s too, like I'm the one who's a little daring, so I just wore this. Maybe you are too, so you can go ahead. Lovely perfume, top 10, top 5. Whenever I'm gonna upload, it's always gonna be there because it's one of the best perfumes in the world. Original masterpiece, never leaves your skin. I'm telling you, try it out. And the vetiver in this is one of the most expensive vetivers in the world, so you need to keep an eye for that. Terre d'Hermès, which the name says, it means earthy. It is in French, it means earth. Terre means earth in French. So the perfumer wanted to create something which keeps you to your roots. So it is earthy, little bit herbal, you can say. Natural, I would say, yeah. Not a lot of synthetics used in this, hence the price is high. So yeah, this is Terre d'Hermès. Then number 4, we have from the house of Hugo Boss Man Extreme. Again, a very good citrus, fresh fragrance. This one's spicy. So this was one of my favorite scents back in the day. A lot of people use it. It comes in a flask-like design. It has, I would say, pepper, lavender, geranium, sage. I would say, yeah, sage is obviously there. Balsamic too, like balsam is there. And green apple, one of the best fragrances again, because the composition of this fragrance is complex but subtle and lovely when it comes to longevity. Like, it's gonna be there on your skin for at least, I would say, 8.5 hours. And the projection is just marvelous, because as soon as you enter a room, people are gonna notice you by this scent, and it's gonna enter the room before you, if you know what I'm trying to say, because it wafts out of your skin quite naturally and quite beautifully. The composition is good. Again, I would say that it's a little bit of a hassle when it comes to choosing fragrances, so I would rather be truthful to y'all. It was my most liked fragrance. I got a lot of compliments on this. I would urge the public to go for this. That's why, because it's more versatile. It's more versatile, and a lot of people from most of the age groups can pull this off. And it's a good college fragrance too, I would say. So this is from the house of Hugo Boss. Then moving on to number 3, which is from the house of Gianni Versace, the popular designer. This is Versace Perfume. This fragrance is again fresh. It's made by one of the most reputed perfumers in the world. His name is Monsieur Alberto Morillas. He's a master perfumer, and he has created a perfume called Acqua di Gio, which a lot of people are acquainted with. It used to be one of the best scents for men back in the day. This fragrance itself is, yeah, it's always timeless. It's gonna be a classic fragrance. It's always gonna be there in my wardrobe, at least, because I've been using, this is my second bottle. That's why I got the 200 ml, and there were rumors of it being discontinued, but it's still available readily across the world. So I would say, don't go ahead, don't spend your money into thinking that it's been discontinued, because it's not, apparently. And it has, I would say, when it comes to notes, fresh notes, lemon, bergamot. Again, it has somewhat of neroli, labdanum. One of the most expensive fragrances, the fragrance note which it has is Rose de Mai, which Mai is a province in France, and it's very famous for its rose there. So it has a good composition of fruity, floral, and aquatic notes. Longevity is good. You're gonna get a ton of compliments. This is my guarantee if you wear it. But just don't wear it to be, to get compliments, because self-satisfaction is better than anything, Rather compliment yourself into wearing something and be happy about what you wear, rather than waiting for others to compliment you. Yes, it's good. It boosts your self-esteem and morale. But I would say, be happy with your own self first, rather than making others happy, because you live for yourself, not for others. Moving on, but yeah, I just forgot to say, the projection is good, moderate to heavy. It is good for the first 4 to 5 hours, and then it starts becoming a skin scent. But when it's 4 to 5 hours, it's like boom, in your face kind of a thing. So I would say, yeah, rather you go for this, because it's trust me, you're not going to be disappointed with this one. And yeah, this is the number 3. Number 2, we have from the house of Bulgari, which is Man in Black cologne. This is a rendition on the original. It's a little bit airy, soft. It has good kind of a sweet aquatic touch to it. I would rather put it into that. And it has a lot of notes. Like, again, it's made by the same perfumer, Alberto Morillas, who's the master perfumer. Beautiful composition again, and it's like, I would say it is fruity, sweet. As you can see, the cap, you need to twist it as it goes like this. This is the sprayer, as you can see, sprays well, and it's fresh, it's sweet, and it has a, because of that rum note in it, it's a little bit of a boozy fragrance, I would say, boozy, ozonic, aquatic, and it has a lot of, again, I would say somewhat of patchouli. It has benzoin for sure. Like, what I do get is benzoin, and maybe tuberose, which is tuberose when it comes. Sandalwood is present, but it's only after you wear it for 4 to 5 hours. When it goes down, you just start getting the hints of sandalwood, and when it becomes a skin scent, you're gonna get a lot of sandalwood. So this is the number 2 for me, and I would say the projection on this one is very good, very impressive. For at least 9 hours, I would say 9 hours, if you're wearing it at the right time and at the right place, it's gonna be for 9 hours, maybe more on your skin, depends from skin to skin. And I would say the sillage is good. Like, for the first 3 hours, like, it's a hit and a miss kind of a thing. So it plays hide and seek with you, if I would say, because the first 3 hours, you're gonna smell beautiful. People around you are gonna notice you. Then again, it goes down, but then again, it picks up. That's what happens on my skin. So I'm just sharing what happens on my skin, because I'd rather be, again, true to you rather than just giving you advices on buying into things. And I'm not endorsed by any of the brands personally. I'm not endorsed by anybody, and neither I wish to be, because I want to stay truthful to you all and want you all to buy the best for yourselves, because I don't want to mislead anybody, because I myself am an enthusiast, an aficionado, a connoisseur of these fragrances. I would say, save your buck, buy something good. Doesn't mean you have to go and buy 2-3 fragrances, like just spend maybe whatever I'm saying in the 5 fragrances, whatever the fragrances which I have, the list I have here, shortlist them, have 2, have 3, go, spray it on your skin, try it out like this. If you spray, don't smell it too close, just let it come to you a little bit, because the alcohol dries off. Smell it. When it's coming to you, let it be there for a day, take a tester of it or something. Maybe what suits me might not suit you, so your skin, I would say. So just shortlist them, test them out, then go ahead, just analyze whatever you have, whatever top 3, maybe 1 would be the one which stays on your skin better than me also. So I would just tell you, just save yourself some time and money, shortlist, analyze, and then go ahead and buy, because I don't want you all to be misled. So this is the number 2. And the last but not the least, the best, is from the house of Christian Dior. This is Dior Sauvage. Again, this is my second bottle. This used to be my signature scent, my favorite perfume back 2-3 years ago. Yeah, when it came out, it was like, okay, 2016-17 it came out, I do remember. Beautiful fragrance, classic. It's gonna always be in my collection. This is the bottle. I got the 200 ml, and yeah, so the Dior sprayers and caps are magnetic, so it's like this, and you can see, yeah, so it goes there, so you can hold the bottle from the cap. Don't hold any of them from the cap, because you might risk your perfumes there, because they'll fall, and then I don't want a heartbreak. So yeah, so this fragrance, it's one of the best fragrances, I would say, still is. And from the years I've seen myself, I used to see videos, I used to see reviewers, my fellow reviewers, friends across the world, they keep this on the top, always on the top. It deserves it, trust me, because if you buy it, Nobody else smells as good as Savage. Back in the day, it was. Like, it's not the new Paco Rabanne 1 million kind of a thing. But I would say, generally, it's breathtakingly amazing scent. It was, because my first experience was like, I just went ahead and I just bought it. So it was just like that. And again, it is by the in-house perfumer of Dior, which is François Demonchy. And he's a lovely composer of fragrances, nails his fragrances, known for his fragrances. And yeah, I would tell you the notes about it. What I do get is firstly ambroxan, heaps and heaps of ambroxan there. Bergamot is present, a little bit peppery. I can go ahead and right now spray it. Beautiful. Vetiver, geranium it would be. Cedar, I would say. Cedar, yeah, cedar is present. And labdanum comes in where it is on the last brace and then the last shot. So I would say you go for this one. Stays 9 to 10 hours on your skin. I myself have had lovely experiences with this fragrances, as a lot of people have complimented. This is my most complimented, by the way. Yeah, so this was my most complimented fragrance, and it just takes me back, man. It just takes me back. It takes me back to a lot of places. And I still remember when I first bought this fragrance, it was first launched in Dubai duty free rather than being launched in the French duty free. Yeah, I know it's awkward and absurd, because a lot of fragrances are made in France, so they get launched in France first and then the rest of the world. Here, this one was launched in Dubai duty free first, and I had bought the 100 ml. Might be having a bottle of that as well, just a little bit less, so I just bought this to be safe. I would say go for the Eau de Toilette, because this composition is far more better than the Eau de Parfum, because of the case being it has musk in it, and it doesn't project as good as this, because this is fresh. It's always gonna be there. It gives you a good, confident kind of a style and vibe, and others around you will be like blown away by your presence. It's just the magic of this fragrance, trust me. And again, I would just tell you, go ahead, test it out, maybe it be good. So these were the top 5 best summer fragrances from the best-selling brands across the globe. I would urge you to not be misled by a lot of people who are selling fragrance online. So I would just leave the link in description from where you can go ahead and buy. The prices will be listed below categorically, so you can just go ahead and see which perfumes which and their price along with it. I would tell you, even if you go buy from them or you go and buy from your choice, just don't be misled, because there are a lot of people, you know, which are just selling counterfeit and fake perfumes and misleading people into thinking that they're original, because they're using synthetics, chemicals, which the brands don't use. That's why they have a higher price for perfumes. Rather stay safe when it comes to Corona or fragrances, because I would just urge you all to go ahead, test it out, analyze it, shortlist it, do everything, just don't be misled. Whenever you take a perfume, test it on yourself before buying it, please, because that's when you will realize what lasts on you and what doesn't last on you. And stay safe when it comes to the pandemic. I would tell you to protect your senses, because you're gonna smell fragrances from your nose and other people are gonna smell you, so they need their sense of smell as well. And Corona, this pandemic, let me just brief you shortly about it, that it damages your senses of smell and taste. So whenever you're gonna buy fragrances, you need your sense of smell, right? So please stay safe, and always wear a mask wherever you go. Even when you're going to try out fragrances, just wear a mask and keep others protected around you as well, because they will only be able to smell you and notice you when they have their sense of smell. So stay safe, and please hit the like button if you like any of my content, and if you want to just stay tuned for other things, whatever I post and upload on a daily basis. And you could do me a favor by just sharing the video and letting other people know the information which I've just shared here. Appreciate your viewership, and thanks for understanding. Stay safe again. Smell good, feel good, look good, do whatever you want to do. Just remember to stay safe. See you in the next video. Appreciate your viewership. Till then, take care.